Hey everybody, it's Kathy. Happy Thursday to you. Um, I'm just gonna lower my volume a little bit and get these headphones off because I don't need to be hearing myself. How are you today? I hope you're doing great. It's really rainy here. And it's so funny because I went out to get coffee today and I wore my Crocs and I got water in my feet. And you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna adjust camera a little bit. And yeah. I hope you're doing great today. So I was up and I caught a little bit of Char Hamilton's today and her Blue Shine Art painting stream, and I just love her work and she's just such a joy to hang out with. So I'm gonna try to wake up with Char tomorrow. Oh no, wait, does she do on Friday? I have to check. Anyway, cheers and happy Thursday. Let's do an autumn quote today. I'm looking at my little list of quotes here. This is what I did yesterday. I finished the one that I started the day before. I did this one yesterday. If you haven't caught it, I did this part 2, but I had Char on yesterday, so that was so fun, and she's just so fun to hang out with. So I hope you go back and watch that stream if you missed it. But yeah, so see, look, I can't even stop working. I just can't stop. So let's do this. I have this quote. It's by Elizabeth Barrett Browning, called The Autumn. Go sit upon the lofty hill and turn your eyes around. I'm going to share it with you on my iPad. Actually, grab this. Where waving woods and waters wild do him an autumn sound. The summer sun is faint on them, the summer flowers depart. Sit still as all transformed to stone except your musing heart. Pretty. I like it. It's not like a quote that I would usually do. I'd want to do something a little spookier, but that's okay. It's poetic, and that's working for me today. So I already went over this with Neocolor, just like a little rough scribble of the Neocolors the other day. So I think I'll use this, although I have to say the color's kind of weird on the screen. So let me see what I can do about that. Is that better? Oh, that one's better. The warm one seems better. But should we work in this today? That might be kind of weird, but I'll try it. So I wanted to just show this to you. So yesterday I did what I think is going to be the last inking of pages for my Roses Coloring and Create book that I'm going to have made through Mix'em. And here's Mix'em. Let me introduce you. So this is a printing company where you can have your own books made and printed. And I got this sample pack of, samples. And it shows you all the different types of papers and things. And I've been wanting to use these guys for over a year now. I just haven't. For various reasons I haven't. That I won't go into right now. But I'm very excited. I'm very excited to try them. And I'm going to take you with me along the way. Hey, Draw Nation. Can I see your comments? Yeah, I can. Hey, how are you? Is it raining where you are? Where are you from? Let me know. We're going to do an autumn quote today. And I'm just showing you this book, this future book. So I wanted to just show you real quick the art that I'm working on for it. So yesterday in my quiet stream at 12:30, I started sketching out just some really rough covers and some rough cover thumbnails. And I haven't decided on one, but I'm going to decide today because I like to just kind of go in. You know what I mean? That's just what I do. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to do it. And it's going to be a big surprise and it's going to be a surprise to me too. So we'll see what I do. But I just wanted to show you some of the art that's going to be in that book. So I have a lot of line art in here. So this is the book that I started, one of them that I started writing, doing artwork in when I started doing daily streams. So it's just so gratifying to have a sketchbook that's almost full. That I pretty much started this sketchbook. I think I had a couple of pages that I had used for something else. But yeah, this is the one that I started that I used for my, I'm going to raise this a little bit like that. There we go. There we go. So yeah, I'm very excited. I have a different camera today too, so apologies if it's not quite the same, but that's what we're working with. So I went out to the coffee shop this morning, and when I did that, somehow my other phone got like wet inside, and and when that happened, I'm unable to charge it now. So, you know, technology, right? These are the things that we deal with. So I just want to do that so you can see a little better. So this is going to be the book. So I'm super excited about this. And yeah, I've been doing these inks at 12:30 p.m. every day. And that's this is really what I've been concentrating on, and I think today's going to be the last day. I actually have to double check and see how many are going to be in the final book, because I really don't know right now. I think there's a couple that I might, you know, play a little roulette and switch out, you know, a few, or switch out one or two, or do a different one in place of another one. I love this one. I actually really like the super detailed ones. I can't help myself. And then I did this the other day. It's a German scene from Wikimedia Commons, photo of the day. They're public domain. They have public domain photos there. If you ever just want something to draw, check out what their photo of the day is, because it was really fun to just go and see. So I took a portion of that picture, and that's what I used. And then painted piece. And I feel like with these, I see the growth. It's fun and exciting to see the growth of doing these every single day. So that's pretty cool. And then in this entire sketchbook, let's see what we have left. We have one page. There's two other pages on this side that I coated with gold ink. So those are open to draw on. And then I have this page, one, and then, because I'm only drawing on one page, one side of each page. And then I love that one too. Yeah. I have one more page left. Oh my gosh. I wonder if I should draw over these. So these pictures were from a local movie theater that I go to. Have had like a craft series for crafters where they left the lights on a little bit low with a movie, with like an artful movie that they played. And this was a screening with Marie Antoinette, Sophia Coppola's Marie Antoinette, that I went to. And the lights were on very dim, but I actually drew this picture. I drew this one before the lights went down. And then here was the speaker before that he announced before the movie started. And then here's a funny story. When the movie started, it was like before the movie started, there was a lady who was sitting in front of me, but diagonal, like maybe like a seat or two over. And she had her iPad up to full brightness and she kept looking at it. Which is fine because that's really what the screening's for. Like you can have little lights next to you. You know, it's for people who do crocheting and knitting and stuff. And I was doing art. So, but that light was driving me up a wall. So I had to move my seat at the time. I just moved. I got up and I moved to a different seat and I found another seat and that was great. And yeah, so these are the perils of going to a movie showing where people are intended to also do crafts, because the lights will be up and they'll be using lights for things. So anyway, that's that. Fun little story there. And then I will just briefly go through these. Some of the finished inks that I did. This was the most simple one. And these will be in the book. There's one, too. There's probably the second most simple one. I'm pretty detailed with these, so. But these will be fun to color and to just like throw whatever you want on them, you know? Just, you'll be able to throw different types of pens and inks and stuff, because I'm looking to do like 100 pound paper. So yeah, so I'm excited about it. So I will just keep talking about that and sharing when I have more details about what's going on with that. So I will be doing the cover today at, move my camera back here. Going to be doing the cover of that one today at 12:30. No pressure, Kathy. I'm just kidding. Putting the pressure on myself. I want to get that done. So one of the nice things about doing lives is, you know, getting projects done, you know, and sharing them with you along the way. So I love that. I'm going to grab a couple of inspirational books today. We've got Halloween. I've been using these here and there. Butterflies. This has moths in it too, so it's very nice. And then this one just for some motifs and decorative elements. Perhaps I can pull from here. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to turn the light up a little bit. If the color is a little dim, I apologize. I'm having some like issues with like too much brightness in my brain with lights, because I've been spending a lot of time under lights like this. So it's not my happy place all the time, you know? So I like this sun element here. So let's look at that. And then what else we got here? That's good. I think I like that sun element. So let's just keep that on the docket. And then butterflies. Let's look at some. I like to look for like the colors and even in here there's like little motifs and things you can kind of dig out when you're looking at the wings. And you know, the patterns and things like that. So maybe we can do something with that. And then let's just get some Halloween-y vibes in here. Because I know it's an autumn quote. It's not Halloween per se, but it's all of the season, right? It is all of the season. I'm just going to lower that light a little bit. And I like to just look at the colors and just see what I can use here for color scheme. So we have this yellow background. It's like a yellowy peachy. So I think I want to introduce like a dark green might be kind of cool. I think something like maybe like going in a direction with like this, like a dark blue, dark green, dark, that saffron-y looking orange might be nice. So I'm just going to grab a few Neocolors. I think we'll use Neocolors today. So I have this blue, which is really nice. And then I know I have a green that's similar. So I'm gonna grab, let's see what we got here. We got a dark green, that's, and then what's going on here? What do we got? What's this? Oh, that's silver. I don't like that. See what we got. Do I have a different green? I like this green a lot, but it may not be the right value. I think I have a real dark, like a deep, like phthalo, a dark phthalo green. Okay, there we go, right there. I think this might be the same one, I'm not sure, but this is a emerald, and I can't tell, but that's okay. So we have choices, that's what's important. So let's go in. I might do some flowers actually, because I'm kind of feeling like flowers, butterfly wings, maybe some tree-like elements, you know? Some sort of, definitely like a sun. Let's do this. So go sit upon, I'm gonna write out the text first and then we will work around it because I want to make sure that I'm not going to be smushing anything in here. I want to make sure that I have everything in here. And maybe we'll use both the blue and the green. Let's see. Go sit upon the lofty hill and turn your eyes around. This is always the tricky part because if I'm not going to sketch it out, go sit upon the lofty hill and turn your eyes around where waving woods, this is very wordy, waters wild do him an autumn sound. Go sit upon the lofty hill. Yeah, maybe I will sketch it out. Go sit upon the lofty hill and turn your eyes around. Wait, let's see how many lines we have. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we have 8 lines, so if we do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just break it down a little bit. Now we have 11 little dots, so I can do the name here, and then I'm just giving myself some markers here. So go sit upon the lofty hill. Let's just start in, shall we? Let's just go for it. I'm not even going to bother with the pencil. Forget the pencil. But I'm rethinking the color. Do I want to? I'm going to grab a few little I'm going to grab some delightful seasonal colors. I'm going to turn the light up just a little bit, even though it's annoying. Even though that light is going to make me a little crazy, I'm turning it up just a little bit. And let's see. What are we going to do here? Oh, I know what we're going to do. We're going to do a combo. We're going to do a combo. I think that might be too hard for me to write with. Let's do go. Oh, I really can't make up my mind today, can I? Go sit. Let's go over. Go sit upon the, and then lofty hill is going to be over here. And turn your eyes around. Let's do that in this color. And turn. I'm going to angle you so you can actually see what I'm writing, because eyes around. We're waving woods. And water's wild. Waving. Woods. And water's wild. Do him an autumn sound. Do him. H-Y-M-M-A-N. Autumn. Sorry about that. I just hit my head with the microphone. I mean, hit my, yeah, that's right. Hit my head on the microphone. How's that? Autumn. Grab my trusty little rock to tilt my book a little bit. S sound. S-O-U-N-D. S-O-U-N-D. And that's a period after. Okay. And now let's take our green. This is the blue, actually. The summer sun is faint on them. The summer sun is faint on them. do I want to do this? I'm going to write faint over here because we have the room for it, and then it just balances a little better, even though it might not work so best for the verse, but I'm doing it. Game day decision, right? And then we have a M dash there, and then this summer flowers depart. The summer T H. Let's change it up. Let's change it up to little block cap summer flowers. ERS depart. It's not the easiest to do lettering with these, but it's always kind of a good exercise in proprioception. Is that the word I'm looking for? When you are feeling what you're doing without seeing, if you know what I mean. I think that's the right word. I'm not sure. Oh wait, that's another M dash. M dash. M dash. Get rid of that. Sit still as all transformed to stone. We're taking the green. I feel like I'm getting... See, this is the Neocolor The cool thing about Neocolors that I really like, one of the things, I like a lot of things. One of the things I really like about them is that you have to, you have to work in their world. You know what I mean? Because like some of them are like messy. So you have to like work with what they give you, which is kind of fun in a weird way. But sit still. T. Or maybe I just like to do hard stuff. I don't know. As all. It's just kind of an exercise. You know what I mean? It's like an exercise in difficulty. Transformed. O-R-M. And then that's how it's written in the poem. Sit still as all transformed to stone. Transformed to stone. Let's write to stone over here to balance. Oops. Normally I wouldn't do that. Do you see how I put the T like right in the same spot as the right underneath the S? I don't like to do that. I like to stagger things because it's more visually interesting. Accept your and now we're going to do this. Musing. How are we doing this? Let's do M-U-S-I-N-G. And then hearts right here. Heart. And then period. And now we're going to write her name. Elizabeth Barrett Browning, The Autumn. That's a long name. So we're going to fit it. We're going to fit that long name in there. Gonna make it work. Elizabeth with this. Let's actually all right, I want to do this. I want to color. I'm going to color and I'm going to draw on top of it, and then I'm going to bring in, we're going to bring in some and I'm going to move you like this. We're going to bring in some, sorry about that shadow today too. Let me try my camera. Let me try and see if I can show you my face today. Hold on a second. Let me get my keyboard. Let's see. Can I do it? Can I do it? Will you be able to see me? We'll see. Let's give it a shot. I have a weird setup today. I don't know if I told you this or not, but, oh, kind of. Hi. Hey. Kind of, strange. So, oh wait, I told you. I did tell you. I told you about my issue. Told you about my issue with my phone. So what that means, what it means, basically, what the bottom line is that I don't have my normal setup. I'm using, ooh, I don't like that. I'm using my really old phone to record this on, although it is the same resolution, but oops, sorry about that. What's happening? I'm off camera here. This is like totally always like learning in public, right? Learning in public, or like making mistakes in public. So I think I'm going to go into ink on top of this. I'm just going to lay some colors down and do some sort of looking abstract background here with my Neocolors, and then I'm going to go in with my ink, and oops, sorry about that. I'm going to go in with my ink, and we're gonna change things up a little bit. Oh, that's what I want. I want like a brownish. I want a brownish. And then got this Neocolor Gold Metallic, which is like a really nice neutral color. It's like a neutral-ish. It's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. And right now I am so trusting the process because I actually don't have a great history with starting out on like a yellow paper. Let me show you what I mean. So I did a 100-day project in this book, and well, that one's pretty nice actually. But it's a tough color to work on top of, because like bright colors can be challenging too. It's like I'm not making my point, but what I mean is bright colors can be challenging to work on top of. They can be they can just give you an extra barrier unless you're, you know, really planned out in what you're doing with it, which I am not right now. So, yeah, it's just not my favorite. I like to start out with like a dark, neutral, even a white is fine, or like a light color. But I do like the challenge that a colored background, you know, that's something unexpected, because it kind of forces you. It forces you to do, you know, make decisions as you go on the fly like that. And it's always, that's kind of where you can find some magic sometimes, you know. That's like where, that's where the magic lives. You can get some cool things happening that you did not plan and that you did not expect, and I really like that. Yeah, let's go in with the brush pen, shall we? Because I love a brush pen. I keep looking at the chat and I feel so bad that I missed that person. I missed Draw Nation and I feel so bad. Draw Nation, sorry I missed you. All right, let's do from here. Let's use this as a little bit of inspo. So I'm gonna do a sun, I think, from the other book, and then we can, because I like this, right? Go sit upon the lofty hill and turn your eyes around, where waving woods and waters wild do hymn an autumn sound. The summer sun is faint on them, the summer flowers depart. Sit still as all transform to stone, except your musing heart. Okay, that is a little hard to read, so I'm gonna have to do something about that. Let's do, I'm gonna do a sun up here, a black sun. Why am I doing a black sun? I do like how this poem talks about, you know, the darkening of the season, you know. Well, that definitely sets the tone here. And then we can do some tree branches on the sides. Maybe some leaves that are like floating. Little floaty leaves. Ooh, my trees and shrubs book would come in really handy right now. Do I have it handy? Do I have it handy? There it is. Found it. Let's look at our trees and shrubs book. Ooh, leaves. Let's look at some branches. I think this book has some branches in it. Okay, these are cool. We have some, let's do some swamp sweet bells right here. That would be really nice. Ooh, where's the lofty hill? I should do a lofty hill in here, but I'm not really sure where I'm going to put it. Where should I put the lofty hill? Not really sure here. And we're going to put a moth in here too. With the sun on the top, and I wanted to, maybe I'll do a lofty hill down here with like, oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do the lofty hill down here. So let's do like that, and maybe like, okay, is that kind of a lofty hill? I think we have a little bit of a lofty hill there. And then I want to do like a moon. Do like a crescent moon. It's just some ink on the bottom. We're gonna do like a sky. I think that will bring it in nicely. And maybe we'll do like, let's do a moth right here. Get it in before get it in before I turn the entire bottom a black color. So I think I want to do, got the moon, got the sun, got the branch, got this swamp sweet belle here, kind of random. Maybe let's tie her in a little better. And then we have our words, our poem, and I'm just trying to sort of gradiate the dark sky. We have our mountains, the lofty hill on the very bottom of the page here, which is nice because it ties it in to the, tying it into the poem. And let's do this side now. Ooh, what are we gonna put here? Ooh, I haven't planned it out. I've not planned what I want to do over here. Let's see. Let's see. I wonder what would happen if I took something and I did like, ooh, yeah, look at that. You could scrape it out. Yeah, let me see. Let's take a T card, T pass, let's see. Cool, okay. Good to know. I should make some scratch paper. What do I want to put here? Ooh, this is hard. Let's take a look at our book here and just get some idea. What are we doing? What are we doing here? We got lots of butterflies. I mean, we could do another butterfly. Yeah, let's do another one. I mean, you know, moth slash butterfly. Another moth slash butterfly we could do. Because really, these are really like moths, kind of. I mean, moths and butterflies. Can I remedy my little butterfly with a little bit? Ooh, let's make some gray. Yeah, let's make some gray. So if we make some grayish whatever, right? Then we can draw into that. I'm going to bring it in over here too. I kind of like that color actually. Kind of like that. Oh, maybe we'll bring it into the moon. Yeah, let's bring it into the moon. And then we can just sharpen it up if we want. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna look at some patterns, some of these butterfly leaf patterns. Just for fun. Let's just okay, now let's see. I think I'm gonna bring a little bit more of this green. I actually just came upon this and I just wanted to talk about it because yesterday, or was it the day before, one of these days I was talking about metallic Neocolor 2s, and they're really great in unexpected ways. Like they're not really metallic. I mean, okay. They're not gonna like blow the roof off in terms of making things feel shiny, but they add a really nice mood. I mean, look at what this is doing. So it sort of adds layers of depth to my mountains. I'm just adding this, and then let's see what it does to our background. Is it going to change up? It's changing also. See, it's just adding this flavor, right? It just adds a flavor that you're not going to get with just like with a regular Neocolor, you know what I mean? Which is so cool. And it's really what I think is very special about them. They're like the neutral that you didn't know was a neutral, you know what I mean? Because the way that they pull the color that they're doing, the color that they're doing, the way that they react or act is just really neat. They're kind of sparkly, but they're kind of not. They're like, they're reflective. They're reflective, but they're not loud. You know what I mean? And they sort of reflect in ways that like you're not, that aren't, I don't know. It's hard to explain, obviously. I'm having a hard time explaining what they do. But they're very interesting. And let's try the gold one up here on the sun. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like when you're like doing things in your art and you're, oh, they're very crumbly though, some of them. When you're doing things and you're like, how is this gonna turn out? And then you have little moments that are kind of like little magical moments, right? I don't know if that's a magical moment, but I will definitely say the blue Neocolor is a magical moment for me today. It might be the magical moment because it's so fabulous. I love what it does. I love what it gives, you know? So back to this word musing here, that I was concerned because your and musing, I wasn't getting the separation that I needed, and I'm gonna go over them with some ink. I'm gonna do a little bit of ink on there. And let's actually, I think the blue is actually working better for the sun than that gold did. So let's just go over, let's just float some ink over our Neocolor 2 here and get some cool stuff happening here. Okay, let's see. Let's do the same thing down here. Let's just float our little brush pen over some of this, and just to pull out the darks just where we want it. Right? Strategically. Let's strategically pull out some darks. And then I'm going to do a little outline. Uh-oh. Let's get rid of that. I gotta stick with the program. And these are supposed to go like this. Like that. And then I'm gonna do the same over here. A little bit. And then a little bit of mountain. It's the lofty hill. It's the lofty hill. All right, I'm gonna draw in some tree on this side now. Just gonna move that like so you can see a little better. There we go. And let's do some tree here. Do some tree and some little dangly leaves because it's fall and this whole poem is things changing, right? We're like changing from fall to winter. So let's do the change of the seasons. And I like how this brings in like the warmth of autumn, but then you have the cool that frosty blue in there. Which is nice, right? Because look at how nice they go together. I'm just bringing in the ink to some of the lettering now. So and it's also nice because this is where I can correct if I feel something's not readable, or if I feel like, you know, my comma needs to be a little more, you know, a little more comma-like. I need to make my comma look more like a comma. This is a good time for that, you know. Let's give us a little bump up here so you can see this a little bit better. Hopefully that's better for you. Let's work on this guy here. I like this little, I don't know what this is, but these little three-pronged things are cute. And the cool thing too about reference books, like for instance the one that I've been referring to, this one, the cool thing is you can go in, like I did draw this from, I grabbed, what is this, a winter bell or something, I forget, but I mean you see different leaf patterns, which is fun, and there's branches in here, there's twigs, but then you can just like use the reference and just make up your own things, you know, which is nice too. You can just make up your own stuff, but you just, you know, you just have the reference to do that. It's nice. You can just get inspired by what you see and not, you know, not like use it per se, but just gonna really quickly make sure that you can see me. And oh, I forgot I had my camera on me. Funny. Okay. Yeah, I like to be able to actually see what you guys see, so I know that I'm in frame and everything, because that is just the worst. When you come back to your art, to your stream, just to check it out, just to make sure everything you can hear and everything, and you're like, oh my goodness. Like, all right, I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling this. Okay, good. I love it when a plan comes together. I love it when an unplanned comes together. I love it when a complete, totally unplanned comes together. No, I wouldn't say that, because I did know I was going to do a quote today, and I did have an idea of the quote I was going to do, and all that jazz. But I will tell you, this color, right? This background color, it's not peanut orange, right? It's not peanut orange, but it could be like cheese popcorn orange, like 80s cheese popcorn orange. Isn't the easiest color to use as a background color. It's actually, I would consider it a challenge. Do you think that doing like a month of like crazy colored background challenge would be a good thing to do? Because I'm curious. Because I could do that. And it might be kind of a fun and weird thing to do for October. I will say, crazy colored backgrounds, such as the one you're looking at, a little wild colored backgrounds, can be kind of challenging for can definitely be challenging for reproduction, for sure. So let me find an example of where I'm writing the word where as I'm saying it. Let me find an example in here of a word, a letter that I can correct. Let's do this D here, because this D, this little D here, sorry about that shadow. This little D here, clearly I had issues with the D. Oh look, I just fixed it. Ta-da! Fixed it with the ink. And then if you don't like the curve or something, you can correct it. But then you can also still enjoy that sketchy quality, which I personally love. I love that sketchy imperfection quality. Maybe that's why I stayed with the brush pen when I first started using brush pens like this, like ink brush pens. You know, they were like a puzzle. to me. So, although it's funny because I paint, so they're not like that much different from that. But I think some of it has to do with the perception of how you're supposed to use things. So just know that you can really use things however you want to when you're going in. You can use things however you want. And you can experiment with materials however you want. And you know, if they don't work, if something doesn't work with something else, that's fine. You just won't do it again, you know. Oh, here's another place where I don't like how the loop of the Y is pushing down my O. Yeah, let's fix that. Because you know what else I don't like? I don't like how I just got confused with reading that. That wasn't cool. I want them to flow to, like, these are separate dots, right? So this verse belongs together. And turn your eyes around. I will say I did not intend to ink every single letter here, and that is kind of what happened. And I'm going to try and be consistent with it, but go lightly, because I don't think it was necessary to do. I don't think it was necessary, but maybe I'll just start to go a little lighter. I kind of liked it with the Neocolor. And then using the pen as like a little additional, for a little additional pump, but I really pumped it up. So let's just chill on that a little bit. Try and just use it a little, like in places. I mean, maybe a little more than a little, but you know what I mean. Use it where necessary or where it makes sense, but not so much that it's going to be every single letter, because I don't think we need to do that. But now I want to stay consistent, so. So now I'm in a little bit of a pickle with it, but I'm just going to keep going and keep my fingers crossed. I like the direction, but I'm going to soften it a little bit here. Okay, that is helping. I'm pulling back in the color. Some. And it's going well over the over the ink, so that's good. The Neocolor is working over the ink. So that's fine. I felt like I was losing a lot of the color. I like the definition that the pen is bringing, but I don't like that it's taking away color. That I don't like. So, yeah. So let's see. Oh, let me see. Go back to my quote. I'm just checking my words here. This was a comma. And turn your eyes around. So then we have a comma. Like that. Let's do that. Okay. And now I'm going to back you up a little bit. That. And then, okay. Let's continue on here. Let's go from back to front. So I think with this one, I'm gonna do what I was doing. I'm gonna continue with my letters and in the ink, but lightly. And then I'm going to do some overcoloring of my letters because I really, really like the palette we're dealing with here a lot. I'm very happy with how the palette worked out. When I went into this, I have to say I was a little like, well, I think I've been pretty clear about this color and my, feelings about using it. It's challenging for sure. Go sit upon the lofty hill and turn your eyes around. Where waving woods and waters wild do hymn an autumn sound. The summer sun is faint on them. The summer flowers depart. Should we see if we can fit a flower in here? I mean, I put that winter bell, but it might be nice to see if I can fit. Sneak, if I can sneak another flower in here. Should we do quotes? I'm thinking like different October, things for October. Inktober. Just use ink, right? In October, ink, a quote a day. An autumn quote a day. I mean, we're already doing that now because I couldn't wait. It was just, and I had it like a week where I hadn't had anything planned, or my shoes were done. I was done with shoes, but I am somebody who, I'm always hesitant to like plan too far in advance because I want to keep room for things to be spontaneous, but I really see the value in the planning. And it kind of is supportive for everybody because you guys can join in if you want. I mean, it could be much more of like a group thing that way. And then we can all do a quote if you would like that. Together. The only thing that holds me back from that is like, I don't have the kind of viewership that like, you know, like I could just be doing it here myself because like nobody would join in. So I don't know, because I don't have that kind of eyeballs, but I would like to build that. I just, you know, that would be the dream, you know, but you know, I'm just here trying to build my audience. That's what I'm doing. Okay, here's where we can make the word musing make sense. Because before, it felt very disconnected. But now I'm doing your is going to be all scripted together. So it's going to be all connected like that. And then sit still as all transformed to stone, except, that's a comma, except your musing heart. Whoop. And how can we differentiate except? I'm going to give except a little bit more of a lilt, a little bit more of like a bend to it, and a little bit more of a different, giving it a little bit more of a angle, different angle shift. So it will feel a little disconnected from that word stone, because I do think that they're a little similar, but it's okay. We got this. Okay, I have lost track of time a little bit. I know it's after 11. Is it 11:30? I don't know, and my other phone died, so I can't see chat. I can see chat now. Let's see, it's 11:27. Yeah, 11:30. Okay. All right. Let's do some shadows down here. I just want to, I want to add to some of this spooky vibe here. Add to the spooky vibe. Okay, let's look. Let's look now. Let's see where we are. I'm gonna move you, and I apologize for the bumpies. So I have my other phone holder is not, I can't use this phone on it. Ooh, 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 did that work? Okay, we're almost there, guys. Sorry. sorry. I'm just trying to make this better. To my peril, sometimes, I know. Sometimes not, right? Sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Can you see the whole thing? That's the bottom. That's the up. You can see it. Yeah. We're good. Okay. We're going to finish this guy now. We are going to finish this guy. All right. I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm just going to move this book. We're going to do a little bit more of the... A little bit more of this blue because I'm in love with the blue. I want to... I'm just waiting till it's on the screen that I can see. I want to pull out a little bit more. I'm telling you, these metallic Neocolors are kind of cool. They're cool. If you can find a way in your workflow, like in how you like to use them, if you can find a way that works for you, they're very, very cool. I'm just pulling out a little here and a little there now with the letters because I don't want the letters to be all black. I want them to, you know, be colors with black. I do love how this piece really became like a conversation because I really didn't know what was going to happen here. And when you don't know, you're like really just having room for these, like, I don't know what's going to happen here, you know, like for better or for worse. I don't know what's going to happen here. And I'm going to take the journey. And yeah, I took the journey with it and I really like the outcome. I'm happy with it. And if I wasn't happy with it, I would have been okay with that. Because I kept moving on the journey, you know? I'm going to actually do a little abstract looking heart-ish shape there because very fitting for the quote. I like that. Okay. So new ideas for October. I'm going to just write this down with you here with me because I don't want to forget. Autumn quotes a day. Add ink, any other medium. These are just ideas. And color, background, challenge. Okay. Thoughts, deep thoughts, right? I haven't drank enough coffee today. I got one coffee and that's it. That's what's left. So I'm going to drink my cold coffee. Hey, thanks for joining me today. And if you just got here, thanks for coming. I'm Kathy. I do art here every day on YouTube. And I love to just talk through with you whatever I'm working on. And you're welcome to join in. I love that too. And I'm thinking about doing a quote a day for October. So let me know what you think. I'm going to hang it up for today. And if I can, I don't know. I'm having trouble, obviously. I'm having trouble hanging it up. I'm going to be back at 12:30 to do a quiet live stream. I'm going to be working on the cover of my Roses Coloring and Create book that is going to happen in the future. So that's my project, and it's going to be, I think that's going to be the last day of it, so of that project. So thank you so much for coming today and for checking out my stream. And there's plenty of other work on my channel, other streams that you can watch, replays. Please like, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. And have an amazing day. I clearly can't stop. I can't stop. All right. Have an awesome day. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. Where are you? Hey, I hope to see you again tomorrow. I hope to see you at 12:30 p.m. today when I do my Roses coloring book cover in ink. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.